What's up guys, Ninth Jim here, back with another VGC 2020 Pokemon Sword and Shield competitive video, and today we are bringing back Team Build and Battle. Another episode. I don't remember what episode we're on. I think like 4 or 5, maybe 6, I don't know. But we are going to be making a team today live for you to see, and what do I want this team to be? I honestly, I don't really know. I kind of want to do like a Riolu coaching strat, as well as Riolu Copycat kind of strat. So like Riolu is kind of going to be the starting base of this team. We're going to run Focus Sash on it. Prankster, because that's the whole thing. Copycat, coaching, something else. I'm thinking maybe Helping Hand. We'll see. It's pretty much just damage buffing the Pokemon, as well as we're going to have Detect here as the last one. Maybe Faint instead of Helping Hand, but we will see. Depends. But I do want to have Hatterene on the team as the Gmax Pokemon. So essentially, if you don't know what this does, Copycat, it uses the last used move in battle. And when you use Hatterene with Trick Room, if you Dynamax it or Gmax it and then use Trick Room, it becomes Max Guard. Of course, every non-damaging move becomes Max Guard. Well, it still registers this as Trick Room, so you set up Trick Room and then have a Prankster user use Copycat, then it gains Trick Room and you get priority Trick Room essentially, which is very good. You get +1 speed priority Trick Room set, guaranteed. Now your opponent's Pokemon are also slow because dynamic speed is a thing, and it's pretty cool. So Trick Room, I'm thinking maybe Life Orb, maybe just like Babiri as well. That could be another option, so that we just like beat out opposing Duraludons, because of the thing. That's Druddigon, not a Duraludon, sir. So Life Orb, Magic Bounce, this might change. This will not change. This will not change. We're gonna get Dazzling Gleam. I don't know if I want to run Psy Spam as an engine on this team. I don't think I do. So we're probably gonna run Psychic. Maybe you should run Expanding Force, because you can, with Max Psychic, you can set the terrain and then Expanding Force. This has 90 base power, Expanding Force has 80, so kind of leaning Psychic, just because. We might change it, we'll see. Dazzling Gleam as well for the last move. I already have Dazzling Gleam on there, idiot. So Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, and Mystical Fire. So we just get a couple of attacks. You could also run this as Protect. I'm gonna run 3 attacks. I think it's good. I think it's a good option. So what we're gonna do here, this is probably just gonna be like pretty lame. This really, you think I want to run it with 0 attack? Wait. Special attack, sir. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Anyway, so defense, 4 defense, and probably Quiet Nature. Just make it really strong, and then really fast under Trick Room with 0 speed. Hitting that 30, which is pretty good. Underspeeding things like Amoonguss, which is very good. Even like if they min speed, they are still not as slow as us. They're still hitting 31, which is very good. Amoonguss is another Pokemon that I could put on the team. I want something that works well with coaching. That's the next Pokemon we want. So what Pokemon do we want is the question. I want it to be fast. I want a fast engine as well. One more Pokemon for speed, or like for Trick Room, and then a lot of fast, strong Pokemon. So I don't know what I want that to be yet. We'll go ahead and fill this out. I think this is just going to be attack and speed, but I guess attack only if we have Faint. So I guess we'll just wait a little while. I know it's going to be speed, and we're going to make it timid. I know that much, just so that you outspeed opposing Riolus, or just like, speed tie, at the very least. Since we're Prankster and every move is, Prankster, it's still good. We're running Focus Sash, and I mean, our bulk is P, 40 HP, 40 defense, 40 special, like, it doesn't matter if you invest 252 HP, 252 defense, you're dead. It doesn't matter. Your Focus Sash, you're going to get 2-hitted at the worst every time, guaranteed. So, yeah. In here. It doesn't matter if we're not running an attack. So we'll see if we need this. It might be Faint. It might be Helping Hand. We'll see. As for now, we have Hatterene. What else do I want? I want another Trick Room Pokemon. Another slow boy. I don't know what I want it to be, though. Speed. Ooh, all the way to the bottom. But playable Pokemon still, nonetheless. What do we want? Well, you could do, there's a lot of Pokemon that we could have here. We could run like Torkoal, Venusaur. That's a good option. It's fast. It gives us a fast engine. You also, you know, strong. You can make this offensive or defensive. Doesn't really matter. I don't really want it. That's really what it comes down to. I want one more, you know, support Pokemon. So maybe that's a Moongus. We could also run min speed Pokemon that are like more supportive, like Incineroar, but it does have an offensive role with Flare Blitz and potentially Lash Out / Throat Chop, something like that. So that's another option as well. We could also go Tyranitar. All of these Pokemon are great for coaching as well, Incineroar and Tyranitar. They're both mid-speed, which can be good for Trick Room as well. But I do want, you know, a fast engine. So if this is like, you know, that's not fast. None of those Pokemon are fast. I do also value having a dark Pokemon on my team because of opposing Psy Spam. You know, it makes our Hatterene stronger, but you know, Psy Spam Pokemon, I don't think they'll hesitate to start up against what they suspect is a Riolu Hatterene lead or Riolu plus other guy that's good for coaching. So, you know, I think there's a lot of things, a lot of options there. Another Pokemon that's kind of running through my head is Serena, oddly enough, mostly because it has Queenly Majesty, which stops Fake Out from hitting our Riolu, which I value a lot. It allows us to start Riolu Serena for coaching plus, you know, big max moves. Since it's really strong, it has that base 120, which is pretty solid for attack. You max in here. I get why you make me start there, but come on, man. You know what I want to do. You know that Serena's an attacker. Is it only come female? That's kind of weird. I didn't know that. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, look at it. You know, it makes sense. Anyway, so item, you know, this would be Life Orb as well. What else does Serena commonly play? I don't think Serena is commonly played. You know, it's very, very low usage stats. Can you type anything in? 0.68, very low in Picolytics. All right, so let's see what people are commonly running it with. Assault Vest, Wide Lens. Does it get Sleep Powder? I guess it could Power Whip and High Jump Kick. Does that make sense? We're just Grass. Do we have any other fighting moves? We don't have Close Combat, right? Superpower. We just have High Jump Kick, which is fine. You know, we offer a lot of damage against big scaly boys, which is good. Like mostly, you know, Tyranitar, Incineroar, very good stuff. What else do we commonly play? Triple Axle. That's actually an interesting move. It hits 3 times. Each hit can miss, but power rises. It's 20 based, and then I think it doubles, or it gains like 20, then 40, then 60, which is good damage if they all hit. But it's 90 accuracy. That's bad. And if we're maxing, which we're gonna be maxing all the time, and not that good. So, not doing that. Queen Majesty. This could change. This could become the you know, Life Orb. Another Pokemon that's a lot less, you know, unexpected is Cinderace. Works great under coaching. You know, it gets, you know, 4 different types with Libero. So you know, it's definitely a good option as well. So, you know, and Incineroar and Cinderace on the same team is fine. I don't care. That's fine with me. So yeah, that's another option as well. So like this could be a pretty strong core. But you know, what else do we want? How fast is Serena? 72. That's pretty slow. That's actually really slow. If we went like Jolly, how fast? 136. That's pretty terrible. How bulky are we though? 72 HP, 98 defense, 98 special defense. So let's run some calcs here and see if this is a Pokemon worth running for our team. So let's go. Serena, 252 HP in attack. It is actually another Pokemon that's like kind of good for Trick Room, but we're not really looking for that. So I'm gonna scrap that guy. I'm kind of thinking Cinderace. Very much so leaning Cinderace. I mean, it just seems like the best way of running this. You know, Riolu Hatterene, then Riolu Cinderace as well. Another couple of ideas that I have. First off, Gyarados is an option. I don't know how to type. Can somebody teach me how to type? All right, so Gyarados is an option. Assault Vest Gyarados is an option. This is something I could explore. Or Wakan. You know, Wakan could be good as well. I think I'm leaning Assault Vest. With Moxie, maybe, but Intimidate is definitely, you know, good. But if we run Incineroar also on the team, then Moxie is the way. Because I don't want to be forced to bring like Intimidate, ever, you know, ever. So Cinderace, I'm kind of leaning not Cinderace. Riolu, Hatterene, Riolu, Gyarados. Gyarados is slow though, but we do have Bounce, which is very good. Waterfall as well. Waterfall, Bounce, Power Whip probably. And then we have to ring another attack. I guess Stone Edge is a good one. We can, you know, change weather, which is good. Moxie, Assault Vest, Stone Edge, Power Whip, Bounce, Waterfall. I think that's pretty solid. I'm leaning this, like, easy enough. We can check out some Assault Vest spreads for Gyarados. Alright, item, Assault Vest. That's what we're looking. Jolly Assault Vest, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're thinking. What are we looking to hit? Things like Incineroar. What do we hit after an Intimidate with Max? Not that much. So with, you know, coaching +1, we are now hitting pretty frequently into a 236. You know, 236. How much are most of, like, some of the common spreads for here for Incineroar? I know that we've been going a little bit more into defense, you know, physical defense recently. So let's look at some spreads. 84 defense, 132 defense, 84 defense, 84 defense. It looks like the general consensus on Pikalytics is 84 defense. I don't know exactly what that hits. I haven't really been calculating my own Incineroars recently, but let's try 84 defense. We are hitting with coaching. We are hitting 108 to 127%. Now without coaching and helping hand, instead we are hitting the same, that 108 to 127 after -1 from Intimidate, as well as with helping hand / coaching. So that's pretty good. We're taking out Incineroars easily, no sweat every time. Let's check up on Togekiss. So 236, 196 defense. I think that's a pretty common spread. Let's check it out. Max Rockfall is not the ticket. It's not hitting it. So helping hand, what about helping hand plus coaching? That's a lot to need though. You know, 136 plus 156, that's too much. I don't want that. I don't want that. That's not a calc that I want. So if I do bring that, Riolu, Gyarados, we have to bring something else that can hit Togekiss, and that's a Pokemon that I do want to, you know, be able to destroy. Hatterene does some pretty good damage. Mystical Fire is really annoying for Togekiss because it's doing no damage, but a lot of the time Togekiss doesn't really care if it does no damage, right? So what do we want here? I mean, we do hit a 37.5% chance to OHKO with helping hand or the other thing, but that's not enough. That's not what I want. So is Assault Vest the way? Maybe not. What about Life Orb? Well, Life Orb, helping hand Max Rockfall into defensive Togekiss is providing a guaranteed OHKO. So that's another option. Does taking away Assault Vest give us any bad matchups? Anything really, really bad? I don't know. I don't know if it does. Let's think about it. So, Rillaboom's not doing too much damage. I'm not too worried. Tyranitar, Assault Vest is not going to change that. What even hits us for super effective damage that's special? That's a good question. Not that much. Thunderbolt. You know, what runs Thunderbolt right now? Porygon 2. That's about it. Porygon Z. I'm afraid of Porygon Z. Porygon 2. Let's check out Porygon 2. After a speed or you know, special attack upgrade. So let's run it with 0 special attack here real quick, and then +1. Thunderbolt, not max. Yikes. We are dying to that every time, guaranteed. Into our boy, hitting 124 to 148. Now, another option we could do is a Lightning Rod Pokemon. Alolan Marowak is another Pokemon that could be good. Alolan Marowak. That's an option. We're probably going to want to lose Incineroar at that point. And then Gyarados can get Intimidate as well, which is cool. Then I don't really want to have a Mugus on my team because I want multiple fast Pokemon. So we're losing a Mugus then. We have Riolu, Hatterene, we have Gyarados, and Marowak. That seems pretty strong. We have Lightning Rod Marowak as well. So you can lead Riolu, Gyarados. You think they're going to scare off your Gyarados. You switch into Marowak. You hit that Lightning Rod. Very good. Very good. Another Pokemon that we could use here is Raichu. I think that would be, you know, not that bad. Lightning Rod. Gyarados, Raichu is nothing we have never seen before. It's something we're pretty familiar with, you know. Running this could be Assault Vest. I've seen that work in the past, but I think I would want to just go for a Focus Sash kind of deal. But we already have Focus Sash on Riolu, and that's not something we can just change. So, you know, kind of leaning towards that Marowak because this guy doesn't you know, butt heads with anything with Thick Club. Lightning Rod, very unique personality on that Marowak. Let's go ahead and add Jolly to this. And yeah, I like this. It's a good core so far. Coaching also works really well with Marowak, which is cool. So let's go ahead and fill out Marowak a little bit. Flare, Blitz, you know, Poltergeist. What else? Bonemerang. Protect. That seems like a good set for it. We'll go ahead and all into HP, all into attack, all into defense. Yeah, probably special defense. 0 speed it. Let's go ahead and min speed it. Let's make it Brave Nature so that we just get, you know, actual as much offense as possible with big damage. This is 167 times 2, and then we're at 45 speed. So it works really well under Trick Room. Coaching works for it as well. I like that. I think it's a good core. I do want a mid-speed Pokemon, something maybe Rillaboom, you know, that also completes our Fire Water Grass core, which is good. This is going to be Gmax, no question. In the head. Item, Assault Vest. We are running Assault Vest Gyarados. We can change that, though. That is something that can change. Did we need the Life Orb? We did for the Togekiss. So let's check it up one more time. Life Orb Gyarados Max with Helping Hand or Coaching. So with 1 upgrade as well as Life Orb, Max Rockfall into that Togekiss is taking it out. Now let's try, you know, 4 HP, 0 defense, and Max. Not bold. You know, like timid. I think that's usually how that would be run. So we are hitting 91 to 108, which is not enough damage. You know, 50% chance to OHKO. That's something, but it is not enough. It's not what I'm looking for. Now, what else do we need to worry about? Well, Cinderace is really good. You know, our fast engine. Riolu Hatterene does kind of deal with that pretty well. So I am thinking we're gonna run Helping Hand on this Pokemon, by the way, just so we have 2 different options, especially since Hatterene can't get that. We are very physical and don't have any deterrent from Intimidate, so I'd like either, you know, a deterrent from Intimidate as this last Pokemon, or a special attacker. And I think special attacking is probably going to be the way. We have 3 slow Pokemon, 1 fast Pokemon, 1 fast-ish Pokemon, but it has Max Airstream. And then we also have 1 mid-speed Pokemon. Let's go ahead and fill this guy out a little bit. So this is going to be Life Orb. We have decided, it has been decided, this is going to change then. Probably Babiri, just giving us, you know, another option, which is good. I like that. I like options. You know, Babiri is good. Beats Duraludon, which, you know, prevalent right now. I think it's a very good Pokemon and a very you know, optimal choice for a lot of teams. So I think it's good. Not very fast, so it wouldn't work on this team. We're looking for a fast special attacker. What fills that out? What are we looking for? Fast special attacker. We have Togekiss, but it's, you know, pretty low fast, you know, low tier fast Pokemon, closer to average speed. So that's not really what we want. Dragapult could be used special attacking, but it's not going to be putting on enough pressure to where I really want that to happen. Torkoal is slow. You know, Venusaur is fast, but it's not insanely fast, you know, without like Dragapult Max Airstream or Sun. And we're not going to be setting Sun. Urshifu's pretty fast, but it's physical. So that's not really it. You know, Arcanine's physical. Porygon Z, pretty fast, but I don't really want to play that Pokemon without Follow Me. I think it's optimal to use that Pokemon with Follow Me. Tracheon, Charizard, not really fast enough. What do we want? What are we looking for? Fast special attacker. Chandelure. It's an option. It has Trick Room as well, which could be cool. Let's look at special attack. What's our best special attacking options? As well as speed. Can only filter 1. We have Volcarona. That could be an option as well. It's very fast. We also have Alakazam, but no Psychic Terrain makes, you know, Alakazam pretty mediocre. Volcarona's fast. Volcarona is an option. Then we do die to water type Pokemon. We have Marowak and Volcarona both getting hurt pretty bad. We have rock Pokemon just destroying Gyarados as well as the Volcarona. Kinda bad, you know. You don't want rock being a bad Pokemon typing for multiple things. You know, just because Rock Slide hitting multiple Pokemon. We are 20 minutes into this video now. So at this point, I kind of want to just pick something and see, how it works for us. Gengar is another option. Maybe like a Scarf Gardevoir, but then we have Double Fairy. I don't really want to get Double Fairy. Scarf Hydreigon could work as well. Inteleon could work as well, but I don't really want more water. But we do have Lightning Rod, so that could work as well. Any slower here? Anything else here? I just don't really want. So let's look at fast Pokemon, right? Jolteon. That guy's fast. Thunder's a pretty good type. Electric's a pretty good type. We have Volt Switch. We have fast Volt Switches, which is good. How do we run Jolteon, though? Jolteon, I don't think I want it. I don't think I want Jolteon. Speed. More speed. Talonflame's fast, but it's offensive. Physical. Physical boys. Special attack. Noivern, not really. Bolton with competitive could be cool. But we have to use Focus Sash on something else, and this Pokemon's unbelievably frail. 69 HP, nice. Defense at 60, special defense at 60. No. Maybe if we still had Sash available. Maybe with Sash. I'm leaning Volcarona over any of these other Pokemon. It's fast. It's strong. Has Rage Powder, but I don't really care about Rage Powder here because why would I? I'm liking Riolu Hatterene, right? Coaching is good for a 3 Pokemon. What do we have for Volcarona? Well, we have Helping Hand as well for that, which would be cool. Bug Bite. What item would we use for Volcarona? Volcarona. I mean, we could just go with Akaberry. Charty Berry, I meant. So many options for this. Expert Belt's good. Focus Sash is most common. Safety Goggles is good as well. That's another thing. We could use Safety Goggles on like Hatterene. I actually like that. I think that sounds really good. But Babiri is good for now. Item. I don't like Volcarona. I'm going to be honest. I don't like Volcarona on this team. I do want a special attacker though. Really badly. Fast special attacker. Maybe Gengar. Maybe Gengar could work. It gives us Icy Winds. Fast Icy Winds. Gmax is the Gmax. We're not going to use it. We're not going to max it. But still. We don't have Focus Sash though, which, is pretty unfortunate. Focus Sash was usually on Bisharp though. So what are people running on Gengar? It's probably going to be Focus Sash is 90%. Of course. Makes a lot of sense. What can this last Pokemon be? Hydreigon? Do we get Fake Tears as Riolu? Nope. Detect. We're going to try it. I'm going to try Hydreigon. Dark Dragon. We have pretty good outs to fighting with an immunity as well as a resistance. I like it. I think it's good. I think that's going to be it. Fairy. Of course, we have Fairy Pokemon that's pretty threatening to our team. And no Flash Cannon. We do have Flash Cannon on this, though. Flash Cannon. Alright, so we're going to try this. We're going to give this a shot. Choice Scarf. Because this is something that hasn't been played in a while. Maybe we just need Duraludon. It's not that fast. But it's way better than Hydreigon. Alright. So this is what we're going to end up with. What do we want for its item? I guess, we already have Assault Vest. We already have Weakness. Alright, we'll go Weakness. We'll go Weakness policy. Stalwart. What else do we want? Moves here. What do we want moves-wise? I'm kidding. Flash Cannon. As well as Draco Meteor, probably. It's good. I like it. What else? Flash Cannon. Draco Meteor. What are their attacks? What should we use here? I guess Thunderbolt. Not Thunder. Thunderbolt and Protect. I think that's pretty good. What do we want defensive-wise? Well, we're going to max this Pokemon. pretty frequently. I think we have 3 very, very obvious maxes: Hatterene, Gyarados, and Duraludon, and then both of these Pokemon can max in the correct time, right? So, like, that's pretty good. So, what do we want our Duraludon to do here? So, let's go ahead and run some damage calcs. This is going to be a long video, by the way. I hope, you guys want to watch this. I'm taking a risk making it this long, and by risk, I mean, hopefully people watch it. And if they don't, then it is what it is. Anyway, so 252 HP. Let's go ahead and cheat sheet and look at ComVGC's team, his Pokepace, because that's what I've been playing a lot of. And I like the spread for weakness policy, Duraludon. And you know what? Since we're so long into this video, we're just going to copy it. Shoutouts Com. 4, 12, 4, 156. 156 and 180. That's pretty fast. It's also very, very offensive. And Modest Nature, I believe. Yeah, Modest Nature. So, maybe this is not the way to do it. Don't just copy calcs when you're making it like a full team. But it's been 25 minutes, and I still really want to battle. So we're gonna do it. So this is what we're running. Rillaboom has no moves. Yeah, Rillaboom has nothing. Let's go ahead and fill out Rillaboom real quick. So, and you know what I'm gonna do? It's done. Rillaboom is done. Okay, so this is what we've got. We've got Riolu, we've got Hatterene-Gmax, we have Gyarados, Marowak-Alola, Duraludon, Rillaboom. A pretty solid fast engine, a pretty solid slow engine, and a nice little mid speeder there with Rillaboom. Also has Grassy Glide though, which is good. We have Fake Out, Knockoff. It's pretty solid. I think nothing's overlapping, no moves, very little typing overlap. Actually, do we have any? No. So that's good. I like the team. I think it's pretty cool. It has a couple of really good modes, and we're going to play some games. So let's get into it. All right, into the game. We've got a pretty generic team on my opponent's side. Very, very generic. We've got a pretty slow mode, as well as a lot of mid speed. We have one fast guy with the Cinderace, and we got a mid speeder, mid to above average speeder in Togekiss. Pretty good team overall. It's very hard to deal with. It has a lot of very good stuff here. It's just a good stuff team in general. How do we fight good stuff with this weird team, right? So Riolu, Hatterene, I like that. I think it's good. He's gonna definitely try to deny Trick Room, but I still think it's a pretty solid lead here. Intimidate's really, really good against our team. Duraludon doesn't really care about it though, which is good. Duraludon's also very, very strong against most of his team in general. Just destroying Togekiss. It's good against Amoonguss. It's okay against Amoonguss. But we do kind of want to max Duraludon, right? So maybe we go with Duraludon lead and maybe like Rillaboom lead. Duraludon, Rillaboom. Then if he leads Incineroar, we have a pretty solid, fake out into the Incineroar, Duraludon, set up the thing so we don't care about it in the late game. We have Hatterene in the back, and then maybe Marowak as well. So we'll go for a Trick Room, kind of late game thing. We got Porygon 2 as well in the front, so he's trying to deny my Trick Room. He thinks that Rillaboom, or the Riolu and Hatterene is going to be the main strat. Well, it's a side strat. It is a main strat. It is what we started the team off with, but we can get around that. So we do see a special attacking, upgrade from that Porygon 2, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I don't think Duraludon cares too much to attack turn 1, right? Like, we don't have to max. It's not a big deal if we don't max here, but, max Draco Meteoring is pretty solid, but it doesn't need to be yet. I think protecting is pretty solid. Neither of these Pokemon are going to Dynamax, most likely, and just setting up Fake Out turn 1 into that Incineroar is pretty solid. So I think I'm going to do that. Protect, Fake Out the Incineroar, get some good damage in there. Porygon 2, are we going to see Trick Room? So we do see a Trick Room. A lot of his team is mid-speed, which is pretty good. He doesn't have the Amoonguss out, so he can't just start sleeping. Now we're going to go for the max. Max into probably Porygon 2, but it's not going to do much damage. So what else did we bring? We have Marowak. Marowak can do a lot of damage. Hatterene can do a lot of damage as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to max Lightning into the Incineroar. I think Incineroar could likely switch out, and we're also going to knock off the Porygon 2. I think that's pretty solid. He doesn't switch. He Flare Blitz into Duraludon, which does a good bit of damage and hits a burn. Ice Beam into Rillaboom takes a good bit of its damage out, but that knockoff is going to be huge for the rest of our game. Incineroar takes not that much damage, but not too bad. We do have our transition there of the electric terrain. Making it to Spore just won't really hurt us this game, which is really what we wanted. Wormwind is good here. What do we want damage-wise? Well, Steel Spike's pretty good into Porygon 2. I think that's fine. And then we switch. I think it's a switch time. Nothing Porygon 2 or Incineroar can do to Marowak for big damage this turn that I was expecting. I expected Incineroar, it has Lash Out or not, or another attack for that, which is good. But now Marowak's +1 defense, it's pretty good. I think is good. Max Steel Spike into the Porygon 2, and then we're going to go for a Poltergeist probably into Incineroar. Seems good. Maybe just Bonemerang. What do we think it could switch into? Probably the Amoonguss, if I had to guess. We're going to go with Poltergeist, I think. It does the most damage. Probably. Bonemerang is really good, though. We're Flare Blitzing. Flare Blitz will take it out. And, yeah. It was the safest move because it destroys Amoonguss. It also destroys, Rillaboom. It also destroys Cinderace. Or destroys Togekiss and does a lot of damage to Cinderace. So we still have 2 turns of Trick Room, which is really good. Now Marowak can destroy his Porygon 2. He has 1 safe switch in, but Amoonguss is not going to be, much of a worry. We still have Electric Terrain for 2 more turns. Cinderace I'm not really afraid of. It's fine. I think Draco Meteor into the Cinderace is pretty good since Duraludon's going down this turn most likely. Flare Blitz the Porygon 2 I think is a pretty good idea here. Take out the Porygon 2. It is a worry. It's not too big of a deal, but it doesn't have Protect, most likely, so it is safe. Cinderace takes a good bit of damage from Draco Meteor. Does it attack? So it attacks Duraludon, which is really good for us. We are +2 defense. Okay, we still died to it. I was thinking there was definitely a chance we lived that. But yeah, I mean, now we have Rillaboom to fake out the other Pokemon. And, Trick Room is gone. I'm actually really surprised you went for Trick Room, since half my team is really good under Trick Room. So we're going to fake out the Togekiss, which is really good here, and just protect Marowak, I guess. Cinderace is going to do a lot of damage into it. But that doesn't get us anywhere, right? Maybe Poltergeisting it, but if it doesn't change, it's not going to not change, though. I'm kind of afraid of it, though. Max Airstream might come out as well into the Marowak. I don't know if it would kill it. All right, we're going to Flare Blitz the Cinderace because that definitely takes it out. All right, fake out that. Max Airstream goes into the Rillaboom, means we get to take out the Cinderace this turn with a Flare Blitz. And then it's just, us both against a Togekiss, and I'm pretty okay with that 2v1. Hatterene plus Marowak into a... I mean, it is fast Togekiss, but it's going to outspeed us both anyway. So I think we're good. We can start Mystical Firing, so it won't do much damage. We could also just set Trick Room now. Trick Room Protect sounds like a really, really optimal play. Dazzling Gleam, going to do a little bit of damage to Hatterene, but not enough to matter at all. Single targeting, it's pretty good. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much set and match, I think. Setting Mystical Fire into the Togekiss here, and then just going for, like, a big damage attack. Poltergeist is good. It still has its item. Poltergeist is our most damage attack. No, Flare Blitz is. So we'll do a lot of damage off of this, but then, the most damage off of this and take it out. Pretty easy. Pretty easy game 1. That's going to be it. That's going to be it for the video, because it's 35 minutes already, and I don't want it to be any longer than that. So that's going to be it for the video. I think the team is really strong, though. It has a lot of really good core things that it can do, and it's pretty interesting, a couple of really cool things on the team. And we didn't get to show off the fast engine very much, but Duraludon Rillaboom was fairly decent. And, even though we didn't see the Amoonguss, I think the threat of the Amoonguss was enough to justify the electric terrain, and I think I played really well throughout the game. Anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then go down to the comment section right now, say, hey, nice vid. And if you didn't, still go down to the comment section and say, hey, pretty good vid. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Like, comment, subscribe, join my Discord, follow me on Twitter, do all those things. It would mean a lot to me if you did. If you like this team, I'll have the Pokepaste down below, so you can just import it into, your showdown if you want. But maybe we'll make this team in cartridge too. You never know. But I do think a couple of the core principles of this team are really, really solid, and I think the team in general is just pretty cool. Anyway, that is going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.